African resistance. Colonial expansion was not accepted without resistance. Among the strongest opponents were the Nandi people, who resisted British intrusion for nearly a decade. Under the leadership of Colonel Arap Samoei, the Nandi launched sustained military resistance against railway construction and colonial occupation. In 1905, Colonel was assassinated during supposed peace talks, a turning point that marked the brutal suppression of armed resistance. Elsewhere, resistance took different forms. The Giriama uprising on the coast, Maasai resistance to land seizures, and localized revolts across the protectorate demonstrated widespread opposition to colonial rule. Though these movements were eventually crushed, they revealed a fundamental truth: colonial authority was imposed, not accepted. The colonial state consolidates power. By the 1910s, British control was firmly established. The colonial government expanded administrative districts, enforced hut and poll taxes, and compelled Africans to work on settler farms. The outbreak of World War I further intensified African suffering. Thousands were recruited, often forcibly, as carriers and soldiers in the East African Campaign. Many never returned. After the war, European settlers demanded greater political power. In response, Britain restructured the colony. In 1920, the East Africa Protectorate officially became the Kenya colony. This change was symbolic but significant. Kenya was now considered a permanent settler colony. Political exclusion and racial hierarchy. The new colonial government institutionalized racial inequality. Political power rested with European settlers through the Legislative Council, while Africans were excluded entirely. Laws restricted African movement, land ownership, and economic activity. Education was limited, and Africans were viewed primarily as a labor force. Yet, despite repression, a new political consciousness was emerging.